dabba dabba ding. Bounce baba dabba dabba ding.
If I said roots, rock, reggae, I'd be thinking Mr. Marley. I'd be thinking chilling on the beach. Do you know, I'm really, really excited because I've got Mr. Claudius England with me.
Blessed Lord.
And the roots for him are his Christian faith. The rock for him is Jesus Christ. And the reggae, tell me about the reggae.
Jamaica, Jamaica, yeah.
I'm loving this interview. Okay, so you are from Jamaica.
Yeah,
you're not Usain Bolt.
No.
Tell me why, because we're doing this interview here in Scotland at Maxwell Mearns Castle Church.
Yeah.
See the castle?
Well, I'm in church because growing up, we had cake at church. Well, you know, I was raised as a Christian, you know, and had the family that brought me to Sunday school. I learned about Christ in Jamaica. Christianity is very, very strong in Jamaica, so I started learning from a young age about Christianity and Christ. But I did step out of church once. So we'll talk about that.
Tell me about that, bad boy. So you turned away from Christ, but you never stopped believing, or were you kind of...
Always something in my stomach saying, Claudius, super. Super is my nickname.
Okay, super.
Claudius.
Humble, aren't you? Okay, we have to talk about this. Talking about names. We will talk about the name above all names, but England? Claudius England, what's that all about? Well, you've got a cheek coming here to Scotland.
You know, the funny thing is, when I go into the prison to talk to the guys, and I say to them, my name is Claudius England, they say, oh, you got to change your name to Claudius Scotland.
Yay,
but I mean, that's the name on the birth certificate, you know. My mom, my dad, England. You have a couple of Englands in Jamaica.
Okay.
I look very English, look.
You do, you do. Very Japa. Would you like a cup of Earl Grey tea?
You're right, you know.
But, so you had a Christian faith from early on. Tell me about your love for music. Tell me about your love for reggae music.
Wow. In Jamaica, when you go through the birth canal, you hear music. So
Marley's all on the box.
So you actually get a chance to live music as from a baby. So everywhere you go in Jamaica, you hear music. It's happy music, reggae music, which is always a relaxing and calming music. So growing up hearing that everywhere, you start to get a nudge for wanting to sing it. You know, Bob Marley. Everybody know Bob Marley. Wanna love you and treat you right. You know, and it is a part of our culture. But as a Christian, you know, but before even talking about as a Christian, reggae music is actually a music that transfers a lot of information, a lot of soul. It encourages people. So it's not only, you won't hear them singing, oh, I got my cars with my rims and my chain, and it's more of uplifting people. So I thought to myself that if this is a music that uplifts people, I think my method of putting the gospel to uplift people is actually greater than just making you feel happy, but giving a message of Christ, and not only a message of Christ, because some people don't even understand that Christ is love. So give a stronger message of love.
And so how do you get that across? Because reggae music has been used for political messages. I mean, Bob Marley, you know, there was a lot of politics, but it's quite rare to have that message of the gospel in it. How did you go about starting to even get interest in it?
Well, as I said, in Jamaica, it's a culture. Reggae is a culture. But me as a person, I'm very Afrocentric in my mentality. I like my home, I like Jamaica, I like being roots. So I wasn't a person who listened to a lot of pop music. I like listening to the feeling of reggae. So I started to believe that this is a very strong music to impact me. So when I start to write my lyrics and my words now, I start to write lyrics on a reggae to impact me. And then I start to sing outside, and I realize it impacts other people as well. So I'm like, wow, this is actually bigger than I even thought, because if I thought about it, if I wanted to make lots of money, I'd probably go sing pop music. But reggae is a more soul-searching music. It lasts a longer time. So 20 years after, you'll be still rocking with Claudius.
Oh, of course you will. There'll be vibing to that. But I have to stop trying to pretend I'm hip and cool. So, okay, Claudius, so we are here in Scotland. Why are you here? What are you doing here?
Well, if you see on my chest, says reclaimed.
Reclaimed territory. Restored, revived, renewed. What's that?
She reads well. Yeah, but
you taught me the words before we started.
Yeah, but it's an initiative that was birthed out of going into the juvenile institution in Jamaica.
What? Just rewind. How did you come to first visit the juvenile? What made you go into prison?
Well, me as a person, I like to help people. I like to talk to people. I like to encourage people. And I went into Fort Augustus once. There's a female prison in Jamaica. And my first visit there, and I saw how the kids and the people were very, the ladies in the prison, they were very enthused. And also how hopeless they were before I started. And then at the end, how they felt very hopeful. But
so you saw that your music brings transformation.
It's transformation, yeah. So I then went into a juvenile center in Kingston called Metcalfe Street Juvenile Institution, and we had a session where we're talking to some 92 guys about forgiveness. And I asked them to write on a piece of paper what they wanted God to forgive them for. And we got back 36 of the 92. They could keep it for themselves, they could give it to a warder, they could tear it up, or they could give it back to us. So when they gave it back to us, the thing is, I went upstairs and I dipped my hand in the bag that I collected them in. And the first one said, Father, forgive me for this murder that I've committed. You know, and these guys are from 12 to 17.
12 years old.
To 17. So
wow.
when I was filled with tears, you know, and I was like, wow, God, these guys, all of them look like my little brothers. And I said to myself, wow, how can I bring a change and help them to hear something different from the noise? Some of them don't have parents. And that was when this reclaimed territory is like taking back what the devil had stolen or what is lost, just taking it back, revive them, restore them, renew them, you know, so it's reclaimed. Not even get it, it's not reclaim, it's reclaimed, ED. Reclaimed because we already have it.
With something that's been stolen.
So it's ours. So that's so coming to Scotland is just another place that God says go into all the world. Yes. And this is a part of the world, I think. Is it?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is. It's the most glorious, godly part of the world, actually, Claudius. Where else could you sit out and get eaten alive by midges as we do this interview? We could have gone anywhere. No. Oh, no. So tell me, do you do a bit of sharing your testimony? Do you do a bit of preaching? How do you know, okay, so we're going to, you know, listen to some of your songs. In fact, we are. And how do you share the message? Is it all about your songs, or do you preach?
No, well, it's about my testimony, my walk, my faith, my culture, my belief, my understanding of God, my understanding of who God is in terms of love.
And so who is He? Who is God?
Well, 1 Corinthians 13 says God is love. So I kind of zone in on that, and it breaks it down a little bit more. It says God, love never stay, love's not puffed up, love hold no record of wrong. Read it for yourself. 1 Corinthians 13.
Does it also say love is patient?
And love is kind. I'm sorry.
And love is kind.
Yeah, but it's understanding God a little bit more. While I understand, I share as much as I get. You know, so it's a two-fold thing. While I understand, I share, and while I share, I'm blessed by what people say back to me. You know, so it's very good.
And so what would you say to people who think, right, okay, you're a young guy, you know, you're into your music and that's cool, but the Bible and church is a bit boring. What would you say about that?
They need to come to Jamaica. Church is not boring in Jamaica.
You've got plane tickets.
Yeah, guys, I mean, it's a little different here sometimes, to be honest. You know, being in some of the churches here, you know, it's a little bit different. I was at one church, and at the end, the guy said, "This is the first time I've ever praised with such a smile." Okay. And I, you know, and my thing is, the Bible says, and God says, where the presence of the Lord is, joy is there. In the presence of the Lord is fullness of joy. So I guess that if I'm having joy in my face, the presence of the Lord may be here then, It doesn't say where the presence of the Lord is, sadness is there. But He's always in, He's everywhere. So I want to reflect the part that is joyful and put a smile on my face. Bigger smile than yours. Look.
Come on. And so what about, what cultural differences then have you noticed? You're over here in Scotland, and we're not Jamaica. We're not quite as laid back as you. What sort of things have you noticed that are different? But then what things have you thought, wow, as Christians, we just share that. It's universal.
The funny thing, you know, this may sound away, but Scottish people are very warm too, especially in the country or the rural areas. They're very, very warm. I've been with a lot of families, and they're, I mean, tremendously like Jamaicans in terms of the warmth. But the land it's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, the countryside is beautiful. The onty thing we have a problem is it's freezing sometimes. But
sometimes. All the time.
There are places where I've been in Scotland where it looks exactly like Jamaica. Okay. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's very so it's reflective of home until you see that I'm not the majority, but yeah. You see God with a color. You know, a lot of people are intimidated because they have a picture with blue eye, white Jesus, and which I'm not a person who even conform to that, because I think God is love. Yeah. And love comes in every shape, every form, every color, every hair.
Sorry, I've got fleas. Okay, we need to wrap up, which is a shame because you need to go. But if somebody's watching this just about your music and possibly doesn't know Jesus Christ, what would you say to them then? What is your great message of love that you would want to share?
You see, first of all, sometimes it's difficult to understand religion and the idea of who Jesus is, because it is preached in so many different ways by the same church. But the first thing I'd say to you is understand that God in the Bible says God is love. So approach it from that point of view. We always say love never steals. Love not hold record of wrong. Love is kind. Love is long suffering. You just put those things together first and start to work from there, and then you seek and say, Father, I'm going to even say it this way, Father, whoever you are, I'm confused. I don't know where to choose. I don't know who to listen to because I'm getting confusion. Please speak to me. I promise you, God will answer you. Jesus Christ has answered my prayer. I've been very, very blessed. Seek God for yourself. Be encouraged. Boom.
Oh wow, Claudius England, thank you so much. Thank you for joining Lorna's Corner. Thank you.
I think it was Lorna's seat, Lorna's castle.
Yes. Just to my little house.
Thank you very much.
Oh, God bless.